So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. The Weave is a highly sensitive, magical network threaded through all life on this plane. Any shift in magical energy, no matter how small, is akin to a beacon, alerting Mistra to its cause. Opening a book, like the Annals of Carsus, was akin to us shooting a firework spelling, "Look at us, Mistra," directly into the skies of Elysium. She knows. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Not a word on all the thefts and murders happening right on our doorsteps.
Yes?
Wanna dance?
Mind never quiet.
As long as they do their jobs, they can sing sea shanties for all I care.
This was you, you see.
We know you will drive back the army of the absent. Praise us!
Salutations.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mistra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mistra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mistra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mistra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
All right. What now?
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite Weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Carsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Carsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure no
Or maybe two.
You know the folding area, Scram? I told you you could have had a pictures.
I can eat in bed.
I just hope somewhere has any more than beer.
Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though you're shorter than I expected. How is such an overrated question. It's the who and the why that matter, darling. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy in the near future. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. No one ever does, my sweet. But look on the bright side. You'll be famous. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
Absolute can't be more than a few days away.
There's such a misery here now.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure.
Wise and virtuous.
We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
We give thanks.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems. Tempers are rising.
I applaud your taste.
I know that those who oppose Lord Gortash will burn in the all-consuming radiance of the white true light. Hail Lord Gortash!
Can't give up now.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No. No.
The truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Who will save us from certain destruction? And how shall we step to its new brilliant dawn?
Library of Gortash will show us the way.
And what will happen to those who oppose us?
No qualms with quality, of course. I've always enjoyed it myself.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
Wise and merciful.
You'll not find any.
Should mind my step. Something over there.
You approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. How delightful.
The editor will be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow.
here for it.
It's petty. He's a man of the people, too. Promised at least 100 more watchers before the year was out.
Good. But once Gortash clears off the cultists,
Lovely day,
we'll
this.
still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
Still in control. Just.
Yeah, this edition will be better than ever.
Better than ever. Not my type. He's not been near a razor in months.
We were just waiting for a friend.
Where are you doing? Stories, get them right here.
Sit now. Take your pick.
Stories, get them right here.
We've got nothing to do with the Absolute.
I wouldn't expect you to admit your nefarious thoughts.
Start by standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
Sometimes they want to keep us all nice.
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
Master Cazador has known where Astarion was this entire time. He knew he would return. The rite. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead. The right of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him! This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual, but if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
Enough! Enough talk and enough lies. You were always weak, brother. We don't follow weak.
This is our only chance to be free, to end centuries of slavery. You will not ruin it, Astarion.
Say bye-bye.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now. What does it matter? There's only 6 of them, and they are vampire spawn. Everything has changed. What matters now is that I can stand up to Cazador. He will be furious. And he'll be even more furious when I get to that crypt and stop him. For what it's worth, thank you. No matter what happens down there, you helped me stand up against him.
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new
Let's move.
play, newcomers place above. An evil wizard, devil gift, the odds are cast anew.
Yes? I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Let's get on with it.
Watch your back.
Let's march! Hey ho!
Let's get going.
can we do about it? All the lies they're publishing, Annie.
Not a lot. Unless you want to set fire to the Baldur's Mount Gazette headquarters.
I'm still right here, you know.
We do know, thank you. We just don't care. Besides, I don't think that'd achieve much in the long run. The problem's at the top.
Yes, they are indeed paragons of virtue, but there's another hero too.
Don't tell our writers that.
Can't afford to stay idle.
It is.
And how will we step into his new...
What am I to do?
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
People don't always know their own minds.
What's next?
You'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're an honest publication.
Wise and merciful Lord Gortat, we give thanks to you. We know you will drive back the army of the enemy and raise our city. We stand with you and for you. Our lives are yours, and our enemies are forfeit. You shall bring us
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What now?
Submission is salvation. Only Lord Gortash can protect us.
no qualms with quality of fun. I've always enjoyed reading myself.
Don't tell our writers that.
Forces
Those are big enough as it is.
take sources with us and know that we will be protected. And know that those who oppose Lord Gortash will burn with the
Just want to make sure that there's no misinformation.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make their own minds.
Wise and merciful King Thortas. We give thanks. We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city to its pinnacle.
I didn't see a light in trouble. Still breathing, despite everything.
You see an altar dedicated to Selûne. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my..." Your scholarship of religion tells you no more. The amount you've offered proves your faith and devotion. You may now pray here once a day for a divine blessing. Show reverence before your deity and open your soul to their divine power. The cold, white light of Selûne fills you with majestic wisdom and grace. Shine forth as the Moon Maiden shines.
Well, hello. With pleasure.
Trap there.
How
Let's dance.
considerate. Traps. How considerate. Traps. How considerate. Traps. How considerate.
What's next, I wonder?
What a day.
Another fight. Let's go. No choice but to keep going. lot on my mind and, well, in it.
I mean, don't we have enough heroes already? Isn't just fluff pieces in the mouth these days. Give me a break.
Glacius!